All right, YouTube friends, I got back from estate sailing this afternoon, and I picked up a couple of really cool stoves, or actually they're heaters, space heaters, and I want to show them to you. And I think what I think is you should get some coffee going. I'm going to get some coffee going, and let's try to get these things running. They're old kerosene heaters, probably 80s era, a Sears and Aladdin. And if you're into that, stick around and let's do this. All right, everybody, thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it. And hey, if you're into it, let's fettle these this heaters together. All right, first up, we've got this. This is the Aladdin, I think it is. The Aladdin Equator 2, model S681U. And it's got really cool. It's got a glass dome here. It's got fuel in it. I think as long as the wick is good, I'm just going to wipe this down, clean it up, and see if it'll fire. And then the other one I've got over here on the bench, I just emptied about half of its fuel out. It was chock full. Now it's got enough to light, but I took some of the fuel out of here and put it down into my can down here because I'm almost out of kerosene, so I wanted to squirrel some away. So anyway, maybe we'll get this one going first. First thing I want to do here is I want to take, just like a lantern, is pull this off and just give this bail a little love, just like that. Had a little bit of surface rust on it, but not bad. And get that set right off to the side. And let's take a look at this lid. Whoa. Uh-oh. Woo. That's glass. I thought this was just screen. Okay, let's get this lid cleaned up a skosh. All right, so a little abrasive on there, not much, just light. There we go. That's good. Now, this has a glass, so it's got this screen on here, probably for protection, which is nice and all, but wouldn't that be cool to get that off of there? How can we do that? That would be too cool if that was just glass. But I'll leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Let's get this cleaned up and let's get it running. Oh, but I'll show you. See this? It's a full glass surround, like the Moonlighter. I don't know if you've seen my Moonlighter, but it's totally glass and it's just beautiful. But before we get too carried away, let's just see what this looks like with the screen on it. So what I'm going to do here, this is the that's fallen down. Pop this battery case off. These batteries are probably, what I normally find here is that they've rotted out the terminals. This is for the auto igniter, which most often isn't working anyway. No, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And I think all this needs really is a good, look at that. These definitely were not outside in the barn. These were used inside, I'm certain of it. They're just too clean. It's got a little chip right there. And you know what the best thing to clean old crusty kerosene off is? Kerosene. This is my spill rag. Give this a wipe down. I'll put the cap back on, but I'm gonna get, there's a little bit of surface rust on there, and I'll put the cap back on there. This is a Sears. We have a model. Not serial number, but I'm not seeing a model number. I'll have to look it up. Let me finish wiping this down, and I'll be right back. All right, so I decided to take these, there's 6 screws, 2, 2, and 2. And I think I can take, yep, this trim ring off because I wanted to clean it up. It's kind of nasty, and I think I'll give it a spray. What I'll do is get all this surface rust off here, and then I'll shoot this with some fire. I've got some silver fire paint. So give me a second here and I'll clean this ring up. Alright, I'm going to pull this glass globe out. And it is thick. Look at the thickness of that thing. That is so cool. Wow. And it's filthy, so I'm glad I chose to take this extra step. Get a nice clean fiber rag for this. Yeah, that's soot. There's a lot of soot in here. That is a serious, serious globe. I mean, it's over a 1/4 inch thick. You see just a little abrasion. There's a couple spots here where it's really gnarly. Yep, gone. Yeah, so I'm going to be able to get all of this soot out of here. You want to be careful using abrasives like this. I actually have oil on this. There we go. I think we got it. Now let's see if we can get it all off of there. I'm going to go put this over on the other bench and out of the way. It's good enough. All right, I found the model number. It's a 583, model 583, and then of course .403080, Sears and Roebuck, Chicago, Illinois. But I want to get these. You see these protectors? They're in 2 halves. These pop out, but this one doesn't want to pop out. Alright, I'm starting to go deep now. It looks like in order to get these grills off, this has to lift up or something. I didn't want to go this deep at all. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if we take these off and see if I can get these protectors off. So that'll lift. Why won't it come out? Okay, this. Oh, I see. There's little keepers on the inside of these. To keep them from just popping off. I can see it. Let me show you. These little guys right here. Two. Or is it just 2 and 2? These two? Yeah. And these two. That keeps these from just coming off. And I want to get down in here and I want to get this all. I want to get all this grime off of here. So this is helpful. Having that off. I need to get some coffee going here. As soon as I make this, as soon as I get this around here, let's fire up get some water going. Okay, we're gonna have to get this bottom tray off too. So the only thing holding this on now is the gas cap. I'm gonna get this out of the way for now. So I can make my way around here. The mouse has had a walnut in there or something, or a rat. And the old propeller. Helps get up underneath there in those areas that you can't reach without taking the whole thing apart, and I'm not going to do that. In fact, there we go. Now I think what would be nice is to get this drip pan off of here. That's the lighter. I'll show you that. There's the starter. You pull that down and then see that coil? You can see that coil there. Boom. Light the wick. That's powered here from these two batteries. Let me see if I got 2D batteries and see if we can even get that to glow. I'm going to get these two screws off of here. Maybe that's all I need to do is to get I want to get this tray cleaned out. Same screws. And there. And there's a big old rat's nest underneath there. show you. I'm going to take this outside, clean that off, and then I'll blow out underneath there, make sure that there's no cobwebs in there. But let me go clean this out. Little dish soap. Scrub brush out here. I also put a little bleach in here. All right. Gonna need a little paint. All right, that'll do it. There we go. I'm gonna try this out. For now, I'm gonna put a little VHT on there. What I'll do is I'll take this and do a full restoration on it later, but this will seal it up a little bit. That's good enough. That'll clean that up. And let's see, this ring. I want to hit this ring with some silver. Let me get some silver. This is just a cleanup. This is not a total restoration. Cobweb. Okay. I think we're good there. Our drip pan. And let's see. I want to put these screws in this bag. I think we should light it. I think we should light this. So let's see, how does that, so I'll show you. So this comes up, and there's the wick. What keeps the wick? The wick looks in good shape too. Something keeps that wick in place, in check. Probably that lever. I probably have to have that hood on. No, here we go. Let me figure it out. This has to be cocked, and this goes up, and then if this toggles, gets bumped. That's cool. So this is cocks it. This goes up. This gets bumped. That's your safety. I got enough fuel, I think. I think this is going to light. Honestly, I'm going to go in the house and see if I have some D batteries, because I just tested these and they're dead. Right. Easy, easy, Steve. Easy peasy. Okay. Brand new. Shim this up with these screwdrivers. This should. There we go. This should be our. Woo, doggy! It's gonna light. It's gonna light. Ah! Before we go any further, we need coffee. That's a prerequisite. I don't know if I showed you guys this stove the other day. It all folds up like so. I call it the grasshopper. Threads off there, nice compact. It didn't run right, and one of you guys told me to rod it out, and I did. There was a big old cobweb right there, right in that hip right there. This thing rips now. I'll show you. It just burns perfectly. It's a nice little burner. Let's make some cowboy coffee. I just need a pot. That'll do it. Coffee up! All right, first thing we're going to do here is get our splash pan back in place. Nope, didn't quite catch. It's got to go out and drop behind that. There's like a lip back there, and then pull forward. There we go. Clear. And clear. Double check. Yep. Oh, let's put our battery box back on. Done. Now, this. What do you guys think? Grill on, grill off. The grill is kind of rusty. What does it take to get it off? I kind of like to get underneath this and clean it up too. There's that piece. There's the burner element here. That just popped out. Okay. That'd be nice to have that a little refreshed. Looks like it would take this screw here. Yep. There's a screw for each one of these. And the lip is out. And are they the same? They're the same. This is what it'll take to get the screen out. I think they put this screen in there because this isn't going to have like a nice blue flame like the Moonlighter. And I think that what this is a big diffuser. It's a diffuser. And see, it's got some rust on there. That's the top. There's a notch for the three. Definitely that, at least that needs to be cleaned out. And that should probably be sprayed. Let me tape this off and give that top a spray. Okay. Let me give that. Where's the silver? That's the black. I just had it. Okay, there's that. And we should probably just give this a little bit of a spray. Not much. All right, I was actually able to navigate through these bars pretty easy. And we got the grill actually cleaned up, or the surround cleaned up pretty doggone good. So there we go. So I think we're good. I'm going to put a magnet on this. That's what I need to do, right there. And that'll stay on there. Well, it kind of works. This must be stainless or something. I'll fix that. I'll rig that up so it works right. And my spoon. we go. Thank you, Carl. Actually, probably to never maybe even put on the stove like that. I think this was a catch for an espresso machine, but I could be wrong. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to shut this off. Let that sit. I let that go for about 2 minutes. All right, we're ready. We have a surprise guest. All right.
Horsey mug.
You hold that back at the top. It's hot.
Hold what back?
The top. It's hot. Just yeah, like that.
Vesuvian. Ouch.
That's good. Let it drop. We're good. You ready? Mm-hmm. Try that.
It's yours.
I'll get it. Good?
Perfect for a rainy afternoon.
I'm getting into the silt, but I'm cool. Oh, dang. That's good. Thank you, Carl. It's the Green Mountain, babe. Dark magic. It was this cage. Just like that. And then this knob was keyed. Right like that. And three nuts, 3 screws held the cage down. The housing. Done. Okay. Then 3. Let's see. Then these got this. And okay, I see. Okay, here. These guys. These were out. Got it. Okay, there's 3 of these. Oh no, it went into the tank. Here we go. Okay, how do we go down? Okay, cock it. And light it. Come out? Yes. So, when this is on, how do I know? Okay, I got you. Okay, I got it. Put this back. Let's put this arrestor back in here. There we go. This has to be cocked. This has to come up until it just starts to... There's the top. And then here's the lighter. And there it goes. There it goes. Burn, baby, burn. I'm going to let it burn hot and get it good and hot, and then we'll come back and then I can play with this adjustment because it's going down. And now you can see in there I got a nice steady flame. Let's put this lid on. Like so. Yep. And it's keyed. There it is. There it is. We got it. Let me turn. I'm going to go take the other stove, bring it over here on the workbench. We'll do that one in the morning, and then I'm going to get this one over on the chair. We got ourselves a heater. And it is pretty. Look at that beauty. I'm glad I kept the diffuser on there. I think that's just to insulate and wow, look at that thing go. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to lip over like that. Like that. I think it's supposed to stop about there. And I don't know how long this thing how long it's been since it's burnt. But it is just, it's a stunner. I love it. All right, there it is. Easy cleanup. And there's the back. I'm not sure what that puffing is right there. Probably just getting the wick going again. And again, this is a Sears 583 kerosene fired portable heater. There you have it. That was fun. We'll get some coffee in the morning and we'll get this other one going. I sprayed it down. It's going to soak with some simple green all over it because it's super greasy. And I think this is going to be the better of the two, but I'm fixing to find out. So I'll see you in the morning. Thanks for hanging out and having a cup of coffee and checking out these heaters. See you tomorrow.